Impulses and Perspectives, the DIKT Expert Talk hosted by Nikolai Baer.
Is LinkedIn the best B2B online marketing portal during the crisis? We'll find out. Today in Impulses and Perspectives, we're gonna talk to Alexander Gesell. He is one of the leading LinkedIn marketing experts, and he's also the founder of the Image Growth Institute. Welcome, Alexander.
A wonderful good morning, Nikolai.
So, how can LinkedIn help me during these COVID-19 times to make better online business?
Well, LinkedIn at the moment is by far the best social media for B2B business. Nowadays, over 650 million people are on it, and over 84% of C-level people, which in the end means it's a very fast way to connect to your target group. And by that, you can win leads, business, employees, and foster a good influence on your according market.
So you do a lot of research in online marketing. What are the four most important points when doing LinkedIn marketing for your business?
First of all, you need a strong LinkedIn profile that is corresponding with your personal brand. Secondly, you need to understand who your target group is. And then you need to publish content that is optimized for LinkedIn and for your target group. And finally, you need to learn how to leverage interaction to business, which is called social selling.
But what is the right content which is distributed particularly well on LinkedIn?
The three best content types on LinkedIn actually are hero stories. So this is kind of like personal stories of people, of yourself or your customers that are showing real life situation out of business or out of their personal life. Second is SlideShare. So LinkedIn acquired SlideShare. It's nothing else than showing slides online. But the algorithm highly favors it, and people actually like to read through interesting slides for an industry topic. So if you combine like a post with a SlideShare, this is something that's working extremely well. And the third part is resource giveaway posts. So you create a post and someone needs to interact with you, like your post and write a comment before he's actually getting a resource giveaway. And a resource giveaway can be anything, but in most of the time it's something connected to your offer in your industry, like the 10 best tips for LinkedIn marketing or something like that.
You mentioned the own hero story. Why is this heroic story so important?
Well, people tell stories since thousands of years, and the best framework in storytelling is the hero story. It's more or less very simply starting with a catchy headline, going into a challenge, elaborating on the problem, then finding a solution or a help for it, and then ending up with a finding about a topic. And this kind of structure is simply resonating very, very well with people, regardless if you put that in a story, in a video, in a Hollywood movie, or wherever.
So if you're on LinkedIn, you got a lot of requests for connections. With whom should I connect and with whom should I better not connect?
Well, that's pretty much depending on your personal goals. So for example, if you want to win customers on LinkedIn, then obviously you should connect with the customers that fit to your ideal target group. And so you can search very granularly on LinkedIn and find your perfect customers. And with those kind of people, you obviously should connect and interact to create business. You probably should not connect with people that are completely irrelevant to you, like Indian developers, if you don't need developing services. But in general, LinkedIn allows you to connect up to 30,000 people. So up to that limit, you can target your connection approach.
So when creating content, you told me that video is very important and becoming more and more important. Why is that?
Video makes it very easy to understand a topic in very short time. And it's engaging and interactive. Like social media is also moving in everywhere, like from Instagram is going more and more into video. New social media like TikTok is coming up. That's one reason. The other reason is we have a very short attention span nowadays. So if we see a short video that catches our attention, that's quite good. And we don't like to read in a lot of things. And the third part is actually LinkedIn is adapting their algorithm to like a more Facebook social media kind of platform, and that optimizes for video nowadays. So they simply give you more reach when you create a video.
So when creating your own LinkedIn appearance, how important is the landing page and what should be on the landing page?
First of all, you already mentioned your LinkedIn profile should be a landing page and not a CV. This is what a lot of people do. They simply reflect your CV. But if you want to use LinkedIn for business, you rather want to use it as a landing page that is guiding people through to your service. So LinkedIn offers you a lot of different sections, and it's good to fill them out. But the most important ones are actually your tagline, your background picture, and your picture, and the featured section. So the tagline is the short little line that you find when you search for someone or you find someone that you read instantly. And this line needs to tell the person that you're a credible person to interact with. It needs to include the keywords and the story that you stand for. Once that is convincing, a person will then click on your profile and elaborate further. The first thing you will see is your background picture. So your background pictures should communicate in very few words or in a very strong picture. That you, again, the same thing, that you're a credible person and what you really stand for. And obviously your profile picture, you see it everywhere when you search for you, when you look deeper in you, so it reflects kind of who you are. And then when you go deeper down, there are a lot of different sections, like the about section. Interestingly enough, most of the people don't really read it. So the single most important section after those top three is the featured section, because it's very big, very visual, and there you can perfectly create a call to action, like go to my website, book a meeting, or offer further steps in a customer journey, like a customer reference video, your service presentation or videos, and so on.
So if I decide I go on LinkedIn, how many times do I have to post something that I'm seen as kind of important and I'm shown in a lot of posts?
It starts from like 2 times a week up to 2 times a day. This is like the extreme limits on both sides, because like you should be present and post on a regular basis, so the people that are following your content actually are constantly engaging with you and you're top of the mind. I'm rather a big fan of quality before quantity. So whenever you post something, it should be interesting and engaging, but it doesn't need to be super complex. It can only be like 2, 3 interesting lines to create an interaction with. So if you just have time for 2 posts a week, that's enough. If you really want to push your personal brand, obviously once a day or even twice a day will help you to really go top of the mind of your target group, create the most kind of interaction that you have. And it's not enough. It's not too much, because LinkedIn is actually a very content just resides there for a very short time, like a day or 2, because so many people or a lot of different people are posting content, so your content just gets read within 1 or 2 days. And not people are not always present on LinkedIn, so posting 2 times a day is still an amount that is not spammy.
Would you recommend posting several times the same thing if you have the impression that not enough people have seen it already?
I would not recommend it. So the thing is, you can repurpose content. So obviously you can write a good post and then reuse it. Either you use the same post, or you use it in different formats. Like one time it's a picture, the next time it's a video, the next time it's a blog article, and so on. So repurpose content. But you can use your same post and maybe rewrite it in a little bit different, so the algorithm sees it differently. But I only recommend it to do this like after 3 to 6 months, and not like posting it 2 times a day or a week several times, because your followers, especially the people that maybe are more active, they are then getting presented the same content over and over again, and that's not really what you want to achieve.
So, for example, if we see this interview, would it be an idea to just put in the post one question we talked about with a picture, and then a couple of days later a short video teaser with a completely different question we handled?
Mm-hmm. That's a good example for it. Or you like one time you use it. You use the same question as a picture. Next time you use it as a text. The third time you actually show the video question, and by that you can repurpose it. And in 6 months, nobody remembers anyway, so you can reuse the same content again.
You talked about that you can have up to 30,000 contacts. Then there are also followers. What is the difference between contacts and followers?
So it's a matter of trust. When you contact with someone, both parties need to say yes. So one party sends a request and the other one needs to accept it. Once both accept it, you have you follow the content. So you are always a follower once you're a contact, but you're not a contact when you're a follower. And when you're a contact, you also have access to when you have birthday, you see when you change a job, all those kind of personal private alerts you actually see, and you can write each other a message. All that obviously depends on your privacy settings. When you're a follower, it's only one party decides. So I decide to follow you, and I make a click and I follow you, and the only thing that I get then is I see your content on my status wall on a daily basis. So I'm following your posts, your shares, your comments. That's all I get, but I don't get all this private personal information.
How long should my content be if I have a written post? Is there a limit or a minimum of characters I should use?
The maximum is 1,800 letters, and it's good to write longer posts because it's in favor of the algorithm. The algorithm actually decides how long people stay on a post. So when people read it longer, it's good for the algorithm and it shows the post to more people. A lot of content coaches actually advise people to use the maximum of letters. On the other hand side, it must be engaging, interesting, well structured. So that's not the important thing. And sometimes one line is enough. It's always depending on what you want to communicate and how much interaction is that actually triggering, and what's your influencer status. Like the big influencers often just post a question or a line or just a status update. Hey, I'm in town, whatever. So that's obviously completely depending on the personal brand message and the interaction you want to create.
And finally, there are these hashtags, and you can add hashtags. Should I use this? And if yes, which hashtags are the best you recommend?
Mm-hmm. Well, I obviously recommend to use hashtags because hashtags simply enlarge your reach. So when you post, obviously your followers and the people that follow your followers, when your followers interact with your content, see the content. But when you use a hashtag, also all the people that follow the hashtag see the content. So it's a clear yes. Then it's about how many hashtags. So you should not use more than 3 to 5 hashtags. The best number is actually 3, because then the attention is distributed in 3 of them. If you use more than 5, the LinkedIn algorithm punishes at that, and only the first 3 to 5 actually then count into what people are seeing. Secondly, what are the best of them? Well, there are 2 answers. The best are, on the one hand side, the ones where the most people follow, and you can simply, for your topic, put like a hashtag and try out the different kind of hashtags and see how many people are following. Some hashtags just like 10 people follow, others 20 million people follow. So depending on how many followers this hashtag have, obviously your content gets distributed to a larger group of people. The other thing is, how specific is your content? Let's take the hashtag marketing. If I post a LinkedIn marketing post in the hashtag marketing, it's very broad. There is a lot of content that people read about other marketing. But if I use a hashtag social media marketing, it's already more specific, or LinkedIn marketing. So depending on how specific I want to target my target group, people may actually be more interested in read my content more and interact more. So it's a mixture between a big size and the right targeted message.
Okay, thank you very much, Alexander. We learned that LinkedIn is probably really a very, very good tool for your online marketing. I wish you everything well and keep safe, and hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
If you would like to watch all of our new episodes, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.